All right.
Yeah, I mean, we've even had the combos starting back up, right? Like Mirana is fairly popular right now.
10
Mhm.
seconds to go.
Could see her fly on through in this series.
Oh, I was casting so much Mirana a couple of weeks ago. Like, it was just like, okay, we need to make sure we get range creep every time. All right, cool. How do we ensure arrow?
Yeah,
I have-
or
I
stopping
swear
those
they could-
catapult waves too, because
Yep.
everyone's all about the catapult pushes lately.
They're gonna change her voice lines because she always gets so upset when she hits like a range creep or a catapult. It's like, no, this is what you want. Change
Yeah.
the trigger, Val. Change the trigger.
Maybe we need some way that you can mark it with like it's like pool when you're calling the shot. That would make the Mirana players feel a little bit better. Like I am aiming for this, and then you can get like a little taunt celebration. This is an Arcana waiting to happen, Valve. You're welcome.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. And, like if you hit the wrong pocket though, then
yeah.
then like it's like game lost kind of thing. Like you
I
just
think you
sink
should
down
just
like
die.
an 8-ball.
Yeah, just
No, that's the real gambler, right? That's the real gambler. Like if we bring this guy back in some way, shape, or form, of like it's global abilities that people. Oh my god, that would just destroy Dota. Like,
well, they've done that before with a couple heroes. It's okay. We're ready.
You actually just imagine one ability that every single hero would be allowed to have, and what would that ability even look like?
Toby, you're getting a little too deep for me here, buddy.
I don't know. I'm sorry. We're gonna call Slacks, but I hear he's busy. Forever engaged.
The lore is tough. It's a bit rough.
Yeah.
Lifestealer. This guy, I don't see this guy much at all. I mean, I'm sure as you recall, Clockwork used to be the anti-Lifestealer. It used to be like, oh my god, we can't pick Lifestealer, the cogs. Of course, that was many moons ago now. Whereas now Lifestealer just eats the cogs, but he's good versus the Keeper of the Light, right? Doesn't have to worry about the Will-O-Wisp. Abyssal Blade's broken now, so that kind of helps this hero and try to lock down someone like Ember.
Yeah, and they do need something like that. Someone who, like, I always liked watching the Lifestealers coming up in CIS games because he was the one hero you could say, like, I can leave you alone and you can farm in the lane, and I don't need to always have someone on top of you, which is really nice. So both Bane as well as Lifestealer are going to be very difficult to kill heroes. Grimstroke just needs one good synergy, and it feels like FlyToMoon's got nice laning. Same with Queen of Pain. Even though I think Queen of Pain is in that position with now Clock, Legion, Ember, there seems to be a lot of ways that she can get rooted or controlled.
Yeah, and man, that Lifestealer, as you said, CIS, they were like the first people to try that offlane Lifestealer back when that used to kind of be a thing. I remember like Havos would, he went on some little stint where he was playing.
Yeah, that
like
was the 4 position. That was the Havost 4.
Well,
yeah. It was like it was Lifestealer, it was Juggernaut. I think Ramses, I think, was probably the best CIS Lifestealer that happened. Now America. But he was always fantastic with that because you just knew the rest of the team would just rotate off. It's like, I just protect you for the first 3 levels, and now we're gone. And he'd do that with gyrocopters, with Lifestealers, anything, Juggernauts, like anything which he'd be like, I'm cool to clear a wave or like Lifesteal back up or healing ward back up. Yeah.
And it's nice to have supports that can actually impact the mid. Like a smoked Bane can still help mid lane, even if it's not like the longest range of initiation. Some of the other 5s by contrast, like a Coddle, the best thing you can do for the mid is maybe TP save someone with a blinding light, but that's going to be, slim pickings.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah,
but speaking of BKB piercing, of course, we did get Legion. I mean, we have the Clockwork, so there are some concerns for the Lifestealer in this game. It's not like a free ticket with the Rage, but they get the TA banned, and now they got to consider, what do we want to do with this Ember? Are we going to safe lane this Ember with the Coddle? Like, we definitely should be. So we're going to assume this is a mid hero left, like maybe a Kunkka or something nice and safe like that.
Do you not like the matchup of like Quap versus Ember, or are you thinking this Quap is actually a 3 position just because she's so early on in the draft?
Matchup, but also it's just like the Coddle Ember you just really want together because of like how busted that is. You want to abuse the hell out of it in the laning stage. There's also pretty cool combos with the Coddle and the Clockwork. So if they end up in like maybe not a permanent tri lane, but just in like the earlier parts, you might see a little bit of 3v3. Coddle and Clockwork actually some pretty good synergy because Clockwork is kind of hampered by a lot of his cooldowns, and Coddle can help with that. And his mana pool, I suppose, too. It is always nice to get a little bit more burst damage with a Legion Commander. That's like the one thing they're kind of lacking, which is why TA would have been nice. Because Ember, he just keeps on sliding through, but they go a little bit the other way with the big dog Dusa.
Well, another hero for Keeper of the Light to work with.
Yeah.
But
such an annoying combo.
Does like how does the timing look? I want to see actually. Yeah, what's the last one? We get Viper. Like it feels like FlyToMoon's got so much more they can fight with early on, and their lanes are really, really difficult to nail. Does Team Empire have like this farming issue? Like the timing, like how long it takes before their heroes are actually going to be heroes?
Depending on the build, I think like the Ember can actually get more active than his other two cores in a lot of ways here, right? Especially because he's enabled by the Keeper of the Light. But I would like to see something a little bit more aggressive from Smiling Knight because he's got a Medusa, and Legion still needs that first big item. Typically, like either the item +1 into Blink Dagger, or just lately we've been seeing a lot of just like straight Blink Dagger. So that will be the toughest phase of the game for sure, as you were saying, because like FlyToMoon's lanes, like look at these heroes,
Yeah,
Inkswelled Lifestealer, Nightmare, and then the Brain Sap. Like this can be very scary when the Queen hits 6 and the Viper is just ready to start knocking on towers.
yeah. It really feels like whenever they want to fight, they can fight. Everything's nice and low on cooldown. Just avoid Snake, avoid getting caught inside the Keeper of the Light ulti, and maybe life could be nice. But we then also have to look for Team Empire. Like, so this will be a Deuce mid.
Yeah.
Which means you get your Coddle Ember, so you get all those combinations. Can their lanes be strong enough as well? Like what's their best lane? If you actually look through this, like apart from just Coddle Ember, that's the easy way out, Trent.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely their best lane. There's no doubt about that. I think the Medusa is going to be fine. I'm curious because it's always hard to judge because Viper just feels so different every time I see the hero since like the olden days, But it's a dire side Dusa. The camps are in a pretty good spot, especially that one that's like directly above up here is a really nice spot for Medusa where she can just kind of stack it and get ready for that. She's also gonna be looking for her Coddle to be helping out with that too, right? But there's also that issue of like they pick that Viper super fast. So
Yep.
I'm curious to see how dominant Iceberg thinks the matchup is. Maybe it is going to be pretty hard in his favor. And then they also have to watch for the Nether Toxin in these like mid and late game team fights. Because the last thing you want is your super stacked Dusa stuck on top of Nether Toxin and not getting split shot off.
Mm-hmm.
She's not as scary when she's hitting one person.
Yeah. We'll see how her positioning goes. I suppose they have other ways like to push her around, and the initiation of Empire, like it plays around the Clockwork jump into the Will-O-Wisp or the duel. Maybe I shouldn't say the Clockwork jump in. More around the duel jump into the Legion Commander.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd really want to be playing a Medusa in this game. It doesn't really look like that much fun. Again, if you can get the stacks off and you get to become this big raid boss beast, then I can see how it goes well. But it just feels like that is a very difficult mountain to climb with how aggressive these FlyToMoon heroes are.
Yeah. And I want to watch... okay, well, we get to watch bottom lane. A little battle for the bounty rune. The Illuminate will actually be able to connect and always want to fly, losing a lot of life. He's still got a level up if he wants the brains up to try and stay up. He's going to take it from Chains, but now he's in real trouble. The battery assault level 1's just so good. Now looking to body block up V2 2. Whoops! Aye! Sidestep. He had a quelling blade anyway. He was going to get through with a tango, but it was nice and fancy.
Yeah, more harass, right? It's all damage in the end, and then the quick TP back top as if I was never gone. But you do see there's that nice aggressive ward there for General and Aloha Dance. So if Eknard isn't too careful, might get caught out with some Inkswell plays later on. I don't think I've seen this lane together, actually, with the Grimstroke and the Queen of Pain, but there is some pretty cool stuff they can do, right? Like, if Eknard isn't careful again, he could just get, like, Inkswell and Blinked on. And Smiling Knight takes a big chunk from that Stroke of Fate. That was, like, through the whole wave.
Still can't believe how powerful that thing is. And they're just playing the side angle. Like, you've got your own Observer, so he's always got that information to know where Smiling Knight's going to be positioned. Another cool thing is, as well, James, he was able to get so much out of that first blood. Now he's got Ring of Protection, 4 armor. So he actually almost comes up neck and neck with the Bane, who's a 5, just to try and do some harassment in that lane. So I want to see how this Lifestealer Bane, which is meant to be, like, it really feels like an unkillable lane.
Yeah, it is one of those things, though.
Farm gets contested.
Yeah, Legion's really good with those slight advantages, as you're saying. Like, just the help of the Clockwork like that, like she and the earlier XP, she really wants to kind of push you to the limit, right? Like using the moment of courage and using the overwhelming odds constantly. So Tough Gopher always want to fly, but this is definitely his specialty. He is like the laning support. Hopefully he hasn't overstepped his role there, but you know the guy's the only one picking on dying right now.
Well, they're trying to turn over onto Mastery. He's making a break for the tree line. Always want to fly, losing a lot of life. There is no overwhelming odds. Mastery just needs some space to salve. He's able to achieve that too. But James really getting in the way of Bane.
This mid lane, though, Iceberg playing super aggressive here. Tanks quite a bit there, but now he's going for the 1v1. Tanks the tower shot twice, though. Ooh.
Protective salve. He's really been dominating on CS. Like, he's 11-6 to the 7-1 of Lightless.
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting that nice aggressive positioning, just kind of saying, like, I own this lane. Yeah, you're going to have to be relying on the jungle there, my friend.
Mm-hmm. But you're kind of also okay with that with like a Medusa, right? Like you're going to catch up anyway. Oh, if Coddle can spare some time.
Oh man, that poison is so gross. Guys, go just queue up. You know, keep this on the side monitor. Get your Viper game going. Just watch Iceberg. Try and mimic. I'm sure you'll be fine. Keep pressing Q on them. I mean, just got a salve delivered now. Walking home. That's pretty painful.
Yeah, this is just horrendous because no one's even moving to mid lane. Like Aloha Dance can't leave. You're not moving the Clockwork. In fact, maybe Clockwork can because he'll die. The Nightmare came out, making sure that Mastery couldn't help out. And it's only level 2. He's not level 3 yet, so there's no extra, like, press the attack or something like that for a save. General blinks him, using the Inkswell. That's one way to get on top of the Ember. With the Scream, they have enough damage.
Yeah, that combo.
Marley Knight's turn to die.
I thought it would be Eknar who would fall prey to that, but he's the one who's trying to get the pulls off and everything, and Smiling Knight just a little bit too far forward when the support's a bit busy there. What can you really do, though? Without Blinding Light, it's not like he can really help break up that Inkswell combo.
You know the drill.
He's just trying to keep the CS as low as he possibly can for the Queen of Pain and force her to keep burning consumables. But top 3 net worths by far. They're almost all neck and neck, cracking 1,800 4 minutes in. The distance between the cores is so far. And is it happening again with a haste rune? No, he's not.
Yeah, he got it, but I mean, it's a Viper and they have a ward on the rune, so he's not going to fall for that.
Oh, wait, she's got 7-1 charges. Wait, she's got 7-1 charges and Blink, but waited for it.
He just found the bounty rune. They hadn't picked it up. All right. James just like, all right, guys, don't worry. It was still there.
Up top. Oh, General's living life very much on the edge. He's actually going to hit with the Illumina, but it's not enough damage.
Oh, those raindrops.
That's level 1 and raindrops.
Team plan around the Medusa. You got to figure that one out. Jeez, that first wave when he just got completely sent back has just destroyed him. He had like double range creeps going, so they were pushing the wave in, and that's when Iceberg just went to the other side. Was like, the lane's over, you know? Because now if I can plant over here and the wave's pushing through, at least she is getting those stacks off. But like, can you even kill this Viper with the heroes they have? I actually don't think they can.
You need to wait until you get like. Actually, it almost feels like you need to wait till you can kite. But Ember Spirit, trouble. Good Searing Chains. Make sure the Inkswell from General won't be able to connect. And now, a little extra. Keep her the Line of Rise with the Chakra. Just keep burning off those raindrops.
This happens a lot in Viper games where then you bring like 4 heroes mid, right? And sometimes you do it like 7 minutes and...
Gonna cut in with the cogs. The Battery Assault does all the damage. And that's gonna be one very dead Bane. Trying to contest the pull that Mastery was doing. And James just rotates him from the side.
But yeah, I don't see the big swarm coming mid to save this game, because that would be your big goal right now. I feel is to try and deal with that and at least slow him down a little bit. But there's again no heroes for it. So now Lightless is just force the jungle. Once again, no one really helping for the stacking because they kind of just can't with how the side lanes are going. So a lot of pressure around that 10-minute mark to have a lot of stacks built up for this Dusa.
Without like you don't even have like obviously there's no bottle carrier for the mid. So Clockwork can grab that bounty rune at 620 as opposed to just saving it for the mid.
Yeah, that's true.
This is just all stats in.
I'm looking forward to seeing what Iceberg does. There's so many different Viper builds now that you can't really... I mean, that's one of the benefits is that you can see how the game is going. You don't even have to base it off of like the draft and the enemy heroes. You can just straight up be like, okay, how far ahead are we? Am I aura building? Am I going for this like MKB rush? This is pretty popular now too. And just straight up right-clicking people. Do we need an Atos? Like, are we lacking some control?
Mm-hmm. They are going to lack a lot of control against the Ember Spirit. That's if the Ember keeps getting bigger. And my God, Smiling Knight, if he keeps taking a hell of a lot of damage as well.
Yeah, and General's getting close to 6, right? So he's going to start looking at his HP and just be thinking like, oh, how many creeps away is she? Is this the range creep that's going to do it? Am I about to die here?
Mm-hmm.
And always want flies on the hunt. Oh, look at this guy. This is the pub strats. He's just dropping sentries. Oh,
he's so close. The shields are up, but that's only 90 man. I think he's gonna kill if he can just walk in and get the brain sap.
He doesn't know how low she is. He just assumes
no idea. Now he saw. That's definitely a kill. It's gonna close the distance. The support's coming in. He needs to get in range for. Actually, there's no chakra. A quick little nightmare. Does he steal it? He blinding lights him. Lightless will have a little bit of extra time, but no. Aloha Dance will come in, but James looks for a rebuttal. Lock him in the cogs. Work with the battery assault, but he gets distance. Thanks to Inkswell stun. Now a support on support action in the jungle in general. He has Sonic Wave. He's ready to go. He doesn't even need it. A blink forward to a scream, and she burns up the mana for the Sonic Wave.
That went from, I'm just leeching some XP to, oh my gosh, she's so low, guys.
That's crippling for a Deucer. Now, number 6 on the net worth. Clockwork's almost got more net worth than the Deucer's managed to achieve. So to answer your question about how does the mid lane go, I think it goes the way of the Viper.
I mean, that's always the safe assumption.
And it's off.
Oh, hi, James. Clockwork's rocket for a little extra information as 4 heroes from FlyToMoon gather around mid.
Mid-tower won't last much
I don't think Deucer wants anything really to do with this.
Structures.
Cuddle's coming. They'll need to bring Ember. They'll need to bring more than this.
Structures.
If Empire really want to try and hold this mid lane,
it's so tough losing this mid tower this early when you're trying to rely on stacks like
TP's
this.
coming. There's your Ember Spirit. He can look to the back lines. The Observable gives him a lot of extra information. Now the Illuminate, Battery Assault, Queen of Pain, looking for the blink away, able to get it. Only Iceberg clipped by the Coddle Blast. So at least they do hold their mid tower. But all 5 heroes of Empire committed.
Yeah. Well, Lifestealer is just... But again, like they kind of have to, right? And they know that they're forcing their hand by doing that because they have this Medusa. And I always want to fly way in the back line here. I mean, I know you're Bane, Bud, but this might be a little bit much.
Yeah.
Lightless kind of walked the wrong way for a second, though, and I think that saved him.
Lightless got wrecked in the mid. He got caught out. So it was Aloha Dance and Iceberg that actually kept him controlled. That's why the Mystic Snake was on cooldown. They didn't have the damage to finish the job. But General's coming over. It looks like he wants to try and contest for the 10-minute runes, or at least get some extra information. But Mastery, also on the way over. Queen of Pain needs to get the blink away. The Cogs pushing him back, and they get the duel just in time. But do they have the damage with the Coddle Blast? Yeah, they do.
That was so greedy. I think he was trying to find a Sonic Wave before that Arcane rune ended. It's just like, yeah, come on. I get some value out of this.
Smart TP out from James. He couldn't get the bounty rune. He really wanted. At least Smiling Knight's able to get the 2 up on top. But now Grimstroke gets to have his own little battle. Sleight of Fist. Perfect timing. Able to dodge the Inkswell of Aloha Dance. And he does have a spirit to commit. If he wants to, a Sleight of Fist during chains, just a Sleight of Fist. That'll do it.
It was nice of him to use the tome first so that it would give him more XP. Make him level 6.
Actually, are we now going to have a discussion about efficiency?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying. No, I don't even know.
Sounds efficient to me.
Well, we have our friendly neutral M's now being found out here. Looks like we got all 4 now finished up here from the side of Empire. Finished up with a keen optic for a Legion. You know, not bad. 75 on duel. You can take that if there's nothing better. Raindrop for the Deusa.
What's that taunt with the Ember Spirit where he's juggling battle points?
Oh, I know that the Ember one, the Coddle one, where that one creeps me out. Turning the horse into like the merry-go-round thing. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's like
it just looked kind of weird.
Yeah, they're gonna duel up on top, Mastery. You know he's feeling about it. They're Sleight of Fist, but
yeah,
Searing Chain's not doing its work. Bottom lane always want to fly underneath B1 tower once again. Lifesteal wants to infest on the back of the Bane, thinking this is the best way out. And, well, that looks beautiful.
Dyer's mid tower could use a little
a splash of gold, and it's a very artistic, abstract painting.
Consider me impressed that Always Wanna Fly's only died twice. He has been in their face the entire time.
In their face, under tier 1 towers, reaching tier 2. Yeah, yep.
No cares. Oh, James, though, he's on the backstab. He's not going for the face. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's got Flare in 8. And they also have a ward spotting him there, too.
You don't want to get too over-aggressive. Like, hey, Deuce is farming. Don't upset the equilibrium at the moment. She's managed to play catch-up.
Iceberg's on the long run up here. he's flying for the whole mid lane for this kill. And he's just going to farm. Not worth, he says. He's looking at the Hurricane Pike first. Going to start with the Force Staff by the looks of it. Flying up against a Clockwork. Nice for someone to get it.
It's really good scouting out from James. These rockets are just watching Aloha Dance's positioning. I always want to fly as a leech. He could farm. He even doesn't observe water the other side of the tree line. He's like, nope, I'm not coming out.
Look how much dedication they need to this mid lane too. 3
They can clear
heroes
the
just
wave
trying to hold.
They can clear up the wave quite nicely. I guess I'm kind of interested about, like, how does FlyToMoon have sustained push?
They're I think they're working at it now by just chipping away at the sides. They're gonna farm up those bigger items, and then they're just gonna like dump on mid with a smoke gank.
Dyer's top tower's getting beat down.
Well,
I mean,
FlyToMoon
look at they
decided
just
to...
draw top, and now they just stab mid, and that's it.
Yeah, but Ember Spirit's gonna be here. Keeper of the Light TP's back. But tower's claimed. They get what they wanted. They know they don't have a kill on the lifesteal. Like, he just pop over, infest, or toggle, or just anything doesn't allow him to get a kill. Another
A
root.
little surprised it's only a 2k lead, I feel like. It seems like everything's just kind of going in FlyToMoon's favor, but nice hook shot.
And everything
Right,
in your favor.
That was the hero of the game, dude. That was sick.
Thanks, Trent. We've now changed the status quo.
Oh, phew. We needed that. That's, you know.
Lifesteal are dead for a bit. Now Mastery's got space to farm his Blink Dagger up on top. Deuce is farming uncontested Ancients and neutral stacks. And now you've even got another chance. Iceberg, very far out, has a Force Staff of his own. Almost feel like they're trying to bait in a fight as General. They push him away, but always on a fly. The Ignis needs to try and cancel this one. So Smiling Knight can keep the fight going. Sonic Wave General, he baited that twice, making sure the Smiling Knight was going to get himself out of there. Feel the wings.
About to puke for a second there. It's just kind of heaving a little.
I was gonna make a colic joke, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
She is pretty, sassy a lot of the time. That might be your problem.
Fast
There's the
rate.
Inkswell combo though. Unfortunately,
Good fast movement speed away. Blink Dagger's now going to arrive.
Oh yeah, it's smoke gank time then. Maybe James wants to get another hook shot here for the squad.
You know the drill.
All right, now he's looking towards outposts.
Structures for now.
They want to let their T1 tower go. Fortification's just delaying it. But hey, if you've got it, burn it.
Dyer's top tower's gone. Trouble.
I'm gonna say we'll probably end up even on the bounties. Yeah. Oh, actually, I have the. Oh no, we still have one down bottom. Okay.
Yeah, unclaimed. Oh, always want to fly. Third death.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
No,
But that's also the blink reveal. Didn't use duel, but they can use it on mid if they want to. Staring down General, James has hookshot available. He's going to start with the hookshot, then instantly into the duel too. Really nice synergy for a quick pick off. On bottom lane, Aloha Dance underneath the tower. They try and leash him up. Keeper of the Lions on having a happy day. Blinding Light pushing Aloha Dance back. At least Smiling Knight can get the kill, but now he's Viper Striked up, and he has to try and play the Spirit game, but Iceberg's got Force Staff. He can play that maneuverability game too.
Was well done. Dyer's top tower.
He's heavy on the tips today, Iceberg.
Gets the radiant.
Deny a tower through, but he should feel good about tipping out. But he's got no TP.
Getting beat down.
Yeah, he's
Clockwork
pretty
needs to rock
scary,
it.
though. I mean, can they even kill him in time with like Force Staff and everything? I don't think this
can
is
kill
a
the opposite way
good
now.
scouting mission.
Always want to fly. Starts the Nightmare up. Mastery blinks forward. Doesn't have duel. The Sonic Wave connects on two, but the Fiend Script still keeps going. Onto Mastery. Iceberg. Hey, you're looking for me? I found you. But Toon takes the kill.
They got a little too hot there. Like that Viper was still at like full HP, and you're coming down on a scouting mission for him, and he has a Force Staff. It's just, I think they were just feeling it a little too hard there.
I'm actually loving the Observer Wards in from Radiant side. Like Lightless just walked underneath one of them. That's why like Lifesteal's very happy to go down to bottom, and they're just going to keep on fighting this. Yep, James, TP. Close! Not close enough for the TP.
I would agree. Throughout this game, it has looked like the vision's been better from Always Want to Fly. Just again, we talk about how he's always in their face. Now gets the D ward and the can't block. Wow, the value.
Yep.
They did see that
watching around the bottom ramp area, just west of the bottom rune. Like this has seen so much of the movement.
Yep. They're gonna get a smoke up ready here too. It looks like.
I look at it. Ping on spot. Wait, now that's a yellow ping. That came from Aloha Dance. And Chan's trying to find all the obs. Hey, bounty rune from the shovel. Life is better now. They smoked on top of the Radiant Observer Ward, which is so close to that tier 2 tower. But now, jump up. They want to start. Nightmare to begin. Side of Fierce Searing Chains keeps the control going on the Bane. Clockwork Rocket also gives information, but look at V-Toon. He's looking to jump forward, but the Clockwork gets the better jump in. Using the Stone Gaze, the Deucer, they really want to try and lock down V-Toon, and they've got him too. Dueling him back, but he is still raged up. General wants to be part of this, but the Ignis makes it difficult for FlyToMoon to keep the fight going, but it won't matter if Iceberg can just keep shooting from so far away. Even inside the Ignis, they can get the kill onto Mastery and look for the next target. And they found one.
Caught.
Have they got a stun? No. TP complete.
Just hanging out in the back lines there.
Guess what's happening?
Yeah, not bad. You'll take that trade, I think, as FlyToMoon, especially if you can stay in their territory like this and put a little bit of pressure onto the structures with V-Toon and Iceberg.
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
Didn't quite
really need to find some kind of way to change this balance right now. I think Iceberg still wants to try and fight. Lifesteal is hovering inside of him for the moment.
I do think there's some worry coming though, right? Like this butterfly, it's on its way. She has the full manta. They need to keep this pressure up for sure.
Ooh. Bane. Putting down sentries when wanting to go to creep wave with him, but he feels confident because the Observer Ward's still in the mid lane.
One problem they kind of have with the FlyToMoon lineup too is the ability to roche really like easily and fast. I mean, they have like deep, but they don't have any like really high stacking minus armor or anything to try and help out. So it's not easy to just like take away that potential from Empire.
Nice call, James. Actually pushing V-Toon back up the hill and burning off a bit of General. There's still no Ignis available, so a quick little run forward. James, press the attack will break him free, but now open wounds. There's one after the other. Just keep going with. And now Viper battling against the Deucer. You get the Soul Bind together and the Sonic Wave pushing both of them back in the silence. And the General says, all right, let's just keep going. Deuce it down. And Smiling Knight's already retreated back over his defensive remnant.
Worthy tribute.
The Soul Binds have been really good. Such a good ability in these team fights. I guess we haven't really talked that much about these combos, but like now into this mid game, if you can get Soul Bind and Always Want to Fly, just like brain sapping and fiend gripping, that's pretty sick.
Do something about that bottom tower.
So much double damage.
Buildings are tough as nails for now.
Empire do not want to give up these tier 2 towers. Both of them are under siege.
Yeah, and we've seen this Medusa like catching up in farm, but when these tier 2s drop, that is very hard to keep up with. And oh man.
Ooh, that's where you want to go. The spirit. No, well, support's coming in. Master's like, well, I can try and help you out. Clockwork and a hook shot forward. Going for after Always Want to Fly, but with Iceberg standing on the high ground. They just want to get the hell out of there. And maybe, no, Always Want to Fly is going to live through this. Mastery won't.
He threw his body in to save Smiling Knight, and I believe it worked. So at least they kept the Ember alive. But they've lost that tower, and now they're surrounding the mid tier 2 as well.
Defense! Defense!
I love this Queen of Pain build that everyone's going for. Just like the Greaves, like sometimes Necro first, but just the Guardian Greaves just feels so strong on this hero. Because the way she has to play in the team fights anyway, like you're gonna get some use out of this for sure.
This is optimistic from Lightless. He has to know there's a lot of heroes just hovering around him. But he's going to defend the tier 2 tower on the top.
It's like the only place he can get gold, and it's the only win condition.
Clockwork gets good information. Spirit forward, remember? They find the duel. It's over and always want to fly. It's like, just give me the damage. Give me the damage. Give me... It doesn't get the damage, but they get the kill. Now, maybe they do actually find a bigger kill. Queen of Pain locked in, but no, who's locked in with who? You've got the Deucer. Stone gazing up. Queen of Pain is still locked in. The Ignis making it difficult to blink away. The arrow hole will disjoint. She blinks out. A quick little snake out. She needs to manta, needs to get free, but the Fiend's Griffin always want to fly. There's no interruption. They try and break him out, but it just doesn't work. Deuce is down again. And another quick follow-up to Ember Spirit, who's got no spirits left. Not much more of a spirit if you don't have your spirits. And Smiling Knight can slide a fist. Try and dodge the stuns. And keep the tips coming. Iceberg's feeling it. They are wanting to send a message to Ember.
Yeah, they're gonna keep it up though. They're gonna say, "Come high ground, just come on." We know this is where the games are swinging these days. We're gonna be back up in 20. Maybe you'll get some damage onto one of our lanes, but we're gonna make you work for this one.
You've only got an 8k lead.
Yeah.
Empire's not looking to defend. Like, Mastery's on top lane with a TP on cooldown for 10 more seconds. Like, he's not coming back anytime soon. They'll let their mid racks go.
Once you're at this point, though, it definitely feels like Roche is on the menu soon. They have the hook shot here if they're not cautious on this retreat, but James is not heading that direction.
No. My God, they really need to start getting rid of these obs. There's another one in mid lane. Like, FlyToMoon are always seeing so much. They at least can get rid of the
Visibility.
Queen of Pain. Invis Rune. Right on top of the Ember Spirit. Now underneath the
no
Sentry
Will-O-Wisp
Ward. They
here
definitely see her. They see everything, but can they even take a fight?
Yeah.
You're building Rapier Deucer. Like, maybe then you can fight.
Yeah, they're just bringing every creep to her. Like, this is our Hail Mary play. We're going to go for it. Oh, an Essence Ring? Nice. That's a quality Legion item, maybe. Somebody's going to want it. Got a Clock, too. That's pretty good. And they're going to scan into the pit. They know. Roche is the next task that you go for in this situation is FlyToMoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're ahead. You're thinking about that final high ground push soon. You want to cement it with ease.
It feels like FlyToMoon went out to fight first before they do Roshan. Hey, leave Deucer on the bottom lane. Just let Deucer farm.
Yeah, at least he's getting some space here.
Well, the game can still be interesting. It's after the fight, like the advantage of gold starts to plateau. Look, Observer Sentry. I see everything. Empire saw it too. They would have lost a hero if they tried to contest it.
The Dire might want to mine their top.
They do have the Ember for the creep cutting too. Might be something that Smiling Knight want to start working with. Mastery's gonna grab the wave in the mid. Nice. This is good stuff.
It's not safe to farm in the mid. I think General will do the same thing. Oh, thanks for the money for Aloha Dance. He obviously need to afford his 4 staff.
These MKB builds from the Vipers have been pretty gross. I was looking at a lot of Viper games yesterday, actually, just like checking out all the various builds. Like, cause I think that is like why this hero is so cool that you can just kind of build anything on the mid lane right now. But when you look at the MKB and with the stacking magic resistance minus that you get on the poison attack, like MKB's already kind of broken on a lot of heroes that can buy it just early. Like we see like Wind Rangers just rushing it because the 75% chance to go through evasion, but also get the 100 bonus magical damage. So with a Viper, adding 100 bonus magical damage is sick on this hero.
I'm watching Lightless. Lightless actually bought the Demon Edge. I think he was hoping he would have money for buyback, and then he just realized, like, oh, screw it. I'm just going to buy the Relic. Like, there's nothing to hold back now. He's continuously trying to push the bottom lane, get some kind of extra money, because without the Rapier, he's just not feeling the power just yet. And V-Toon feels the power. We're already coming in through mid. They push the creep wave out through the top. And what you give for a repair kit right now. You gotta keep cleaning up the waves every time it comes closest. The melee ranks is gone, but Lightless is playing for the long game.
They're smoking the supports on the back line too to try and hide in the flares. Always on Fly got his pop, but Aloha Dance is still just lurking back there. I'm impressed that Lightless is just like. I guess he has no choice, but I would have been more concerned with that tier 2 tower push. But FlyToMoon are not going back.
Nope. Hey, creep waves are too far out. Ember's already taking care of the mid once again. Keeper of the Light's a little too early on the blast, but hey, it's all okay. Lightless now needs another 1,000 gold. And the rapier will appear for the first time today.
Right now.
I think FlyToMoon's going to try and do something about it. They 4-man smoke up. They're drawing a box saying he has to be farming somewhere around here now.
Oh, they just missed. The scan. Oh, now
Wait,
that's why they're pinging it.
If he's not where the scan is, he must be where the scan isn't. Oh, pick up the Winebreaker. Woo! Get out of there. Get out of there. Run. Oh, they're going to go for the fakes. No, they found him. They found the real one. And now feed script by Lightless. He loses 500 gold, but space has been created.
Everyone needs to run at a creep wave right now on Empire. It's fine. It's just like running past V2.
Ember? Has he got defenses? Yeah, he does. All the way back at the tier 4s.
Masteries come down bottom to try and keep this push going. 40 more seconds.
You do not want to buy back on Medusa. This is the worst case scenario right now from Empire. For everything that we're working towards, like, hey, can we do it without one lane of Rax? Yeah. Can we do it without a second lane of Rax?
I mean, you can't buy back on Medusa. If you buy back on Medusa, it's like guaranteed loss.
Yeah.
There's no way you're going to wipe them all, even with a buyback on her.
And they still got to wait through the Aegis Immortal of V-Tune. That's your other major issue as well. And Ember. I feel like Smiling Knight is just trying to remind him he exists.
Yeah, I thought that that last fight where they kind of felt like they might get something up at the top outpost when they were all engaging up there with the Dusa right in the middle, with the Sleight of Fist going with the Deso, like they were so close to getting that pick on General, and of course then he comes back in with a Sonic Wave right after. So it was,
Sleight of Fist is out. They're going to try and duel. Remember, he's got Aegis Immortal still. What's the timing going to be looking like on that? With Ignis down, Bane, he's a little bit too far forward. The Overwhelming Odds is doing some good work, but Smiling Knight feels way too deep. The Spirit just gets up the hill in time. And James, it's time for a hook. It's time to create some extra space because Smiling Knight, he needs it. They've caught the stuns. Is there going to be the damage? Live Sealer in first down. So at least he's protected inside of General. James cannot get away from this, and now they blink in to get that big damage with the Sonic Waves. Smiling Knight is down, and Dusa is not there. It is currently a 5-on-4. They're trying to get back into the fountain where they're currently being farmed. Remember, objective-based gaming, going for the tier 3 tower. Rapier is in 200 gold for Lightless. He needs more time. He needs more time. GG is called. We don't even have the time. It's gone. It's all gone.
How are you going to do this to us? He had the gold. He was at the shop. You're going to GG? Oh. Eknar says, guys, I don't want this game. All right, next game, we'll be able to turn this one back a little bit better. But, man, they got 10-pick Vipered pretty hard. That was a... I feel like the matchup... obviously, it's going to be like most matchups, Viper's going to be like, I'm just going to bully you. But the way that worked out with that second wave, with the pushing double range creeps, I feel like that's one of the situations where the pro players are just like, yeah, the lane was just over because there were 2 range creeps. And then you have to look at in the replay, you go, oh, yeah, I kind of understand. Because he could just position on this side, and now there's nothing you can do at all.
That's a happy day for FlyToMoon with that win. Like, the series is not done yet. We still have more Dota to come with this, but FlyToMoon with that victory now have exactly the same amount of points as Team Liquid and guarantee themselves that upper bracket position out of Group B. So, second team, Liquid and FlyToMoon. They're the ones to achieve it first.
Wow.
Because we don't have anything from Group A yet.
Well, thank goodness we got those upper bracket teams out of the way. Who cares about upper bracket? We're here for the teams getting knocked out and eliminated. And Empire, they don't want to be in that conversation. They got to pick up some wins here.
They are currently drawn with Ninjas in Pajamas, with having one series less played. So if they can at least get 1 point out of this, they are sitting in that position where they can at least say, like, we are not in the bottom 2. Of course, we still have to see what Virtus Pro do. They didn't get off to a hot start yesterday. But Hey,
Things still not over for FlyToMoon though, of course, because yeah, sure, they're in the upper bracket, but you want first seed. I mean, considering the teams in Group A, you don't know where this is going to wind up between like Secret who haven't played any of their games yet. So I would love to have the top seed in my group if I could. So keep the wins coming here, FlyToMoon.
That's a very good point. Depending how that goes down, I'm sitting there going, "Yeah, Enigma and Viking did a really great." Oh, Secret haven't played a single game yet. Yeah. This could definitely change up. But hey, comeback Empire. They need to get themselves a victory if they're going to try and keep themselves out that bottom two and keep their hopes alive to stay in the tournament, to get to the playoff, to play for the money. We'll see if they can actually get there after this amazing break. It's gonna be great. Don't go anywhere.